What comes out of a person defiles them. Mark chapter 7, verses 14 to 16. Dear beloved saints, I greet you with joy. Today, let us listen to the words of Jesus found in the Gospel of Mark. Although we cannot hear his voice directly, I encourage you to read with the heart of one truly listening to Jesus speak to you. When Jesus spoke audibly, there was no concern for writing things down. He spoke directly to those standing before him at that time. His words were not originally intended for transmission to future generations. However, those who did hear him spoke of what they heard, passing it down orally until it was eventually recorded. We must understand this truth rightly. Among the four Gospels, the Gospel of Mark was the first to be written. Mark himself likely did not hear Jesus speak directly. Nevertheless, he gathered fragments of Jesus' words scattered across communities and compiled them, leaving us the Markan Evangelion, the Gospel. We are deeply grateful. Today's Jesus saying comes from Mark chapter 7, sin, or iniquity. This is a profoundly important issue. Even 2,000 years ago, during Jesus' time on earth, it was a critical matter. Jesus taught that what enters a person from the outside cannot defile them. What is it that enters from outside? It is food. He said that no matter what one eats, it cannot defile them. But the Jews observed many dietary restrictions. They had forbidden foods, based on Mosaic law, which classified clean and unclean foods. They placed great importance on rituals and ceremonies, believing these could purify a person. Yet Jesus rejected such notions, granting freedom instead. Isaiah was right when he prophesied about you hypocrites. As it is written, "These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me." Mark chapter 7, verse 6. He spoke of hypocrites. Their lips honor him, but their hearts are far away. It is the heart that matters. Jesus cherished the heart of a person, and he desired it to be cleansed. What comes out of a person is what defiles them. Then, what is it that comes from within a person? It is that which flows from the heart. Jesus tells us that what emerges from one's heart is what defiles them. Therefore, we must understand what springs forth from the heart. For from within, out of the heart of man, come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, lewdness, envy, slander, arrogance, and folly. All these evils come from inside and defile a person. Mark chapter 7, verses 21 to 23. What flows from the heart begins with thoughts, but it is the evil thoughts that defile a person. Dear friends, we often say that humans are thinking creatures, and we cannot live without thoughts, but what matters most is the heart and the thoughts that arise within it. Now let us reflect on the relationship between thought and sin. Clearly, sin is not thought. Sin is action. We do not punish someone merely for thinking. However, before sinful acts take place, evil thoughts arise first. For example, theft is a sinful action, yet a thought of stealing itself is not sin. If one can restrain such thoughts, one avoids sinful actions. But if the heart fails to restrain itself, then action follows, and sin is committed. That is why Jesus taught that evil thoughts defile the person. A person's thoughts and heart are profoundly important. When the heart is diseased, one may even struggle to survive. Acts like suicide or terrorism begin in thought and heart before becoming actions. Of course, such acts also stem from false ideologies and misguided doctrines. Therefore, we must govern our hearts. Yet when the heart becomes stained, it grows unclean. From an unclean heart emerge sinful deeds. This is why we must guard and discipline our hearts with the sayings of Jesus. Today, I invite you to look into your own heart. Examine whether evil thoughts dwell there. Even if not listed explicitly by Jesus, many may still exist. Before trying to change another's heart, let us first examine and transform our own. I will end my remarks here for today. May peace always be with you. Thank you.